Hey, I'm Juan and this is Egg. Pokemon has finally made an open world game called Strawberry Jam and Grape Jelly. The game starts off like every other Pokemon game. You start in your room, you see your mom, an old guy breaks in, and you choose your starter. You also meet your rival, Majima? No, Nemona. After a quick battle, your mom gives you a sandwich and you're off into the open world. The frick was that? Nemona asks you to go check it out, so you fall down a cliff. Your phone saves your life, and you meet the box legendary. Depending on the game you have, it will either be a dinosaur or a Tron bike. You sadly give it your sandwich, which probably had all the 7 Chaos Emeralds in it, because it randomly went Super Saiyan. Boring stuff happens in the cave then. Oops, died again. Making your way up the lighthouse, you meet this jerk named Marvin. He apparently knows the Tron bike, and for some reason he lets you keep it. Anyways, we arrive at the school and find this Nintendo Switch sponsored girl being bullied by Team Star. Quickly demolishing Team Star, we find out her name is Quarter. I kind of skipped her dialogue because she got boring. Anyways, finally, after 3 hours, we get inside the school. We talk to both the jerk and the simp and get the option to becoming a champion or making sandwiches. Oh, and we also got hacked and was told to go stop Team Star. A little chat with the principal and a Zoom call with the professor later, we time skip ahead and finally get to leave the school into the open world. We get peer pressure into doing the 3 quests, but eventually they'll leave us and we get to go wherever we want. I didn't care about Team Star and Marvin was a huge jerk earlier, so I battled the gyms first. After being the first gym, I realized how annoyingly slow it would take for me to travel around, so a quick Google search told me to upgrade the Tron bike by doing Marvin's questline. Even though he's a jerk, I went and beat the first Titan Pokemon. Why is he talking to himself? What a weirdo. Anyways, on my way to the next Titan, I accidentally found one of the Team Star bases. The hacker told me boring stuff and then I met Clive. I don't know who this guy is, but I'm getting a really good feeling about him. Anyways, I completely ignore the hacker and go to the next Titan. After fighting a giant worm, we make another sandwich and Marvin has a sick dog that needs sandwiches to heal! I ran out of the cave and killed the last 3 Titans. The dog is fully healed and you meet Marvin back at the lighthouse. You find out Marvin's dad, the professor, is trapped in a giant mystery crater in the middle of the region. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. Anyways, Marvin asks for a battle and so we agree... And so we decline and head to the gyms. You battle a gardener, a rapper, a VTuber for some reason. One of them forgot their wallet, and Larry. Eventually, I defeated one of the Team Star bases and went through some backstory. Clive was there to support me though, which was nice. I sure hope there aren't super long and boring backstories for the rest of base leaders. A couple more gyms and I made it to the Elite Four. Before I did that though, I painstakingly went through the Team Star bases, and you had to fight the hacker / big boss of Team Star. You walk up to the school and only to be stopped by Clive. I didn't know what he wanted until it was the principal all along! As you try to comprehend this unforeseen plot twist, the principal battles you. Once you beat him, he reveals he isn't the big boss. So you go inside to meet the real big boss. As you walk onto the field, you realize the big boss was actually Quarter. Oh look, Clive's back. You battle again but with Quarter this time. And after you defeat her, Clive steps up and it was the principal all along! I've been fooled again! The other Team Star leaders come out and start making some heartfelt message, but I didn't care and left. You go to the Elite Four building and start an interview. Somehow I passed by accident and made it into the battlegrounds. You find a tomboy, a child, Larry, and a very sad grandpa. Then you go on the roof and fight a champion that I swear to God is looking into my soul with those lifeless eyes. If you're a pro gamer, then you will one-shot our entire team and find Nemona outside asking for a battle at Town Square. Then you one-shot Nemona's team as well. So you become champion, saved a sick dog, and did something with Team Star. I don't know, something about bullying. Marvin asks you to meet at the giant abandoned D&D dice building in the crater. You go and find Nemona, Quarter, and Marvin all there as the professor tells them to go inside the crater. Apparently they all want to die, so you all go into the giant death crater without hesitation. The Tron bike gets scared and forces us to walk. After what felt like forever, we fight some dinos or robots and finally make it to the bottom. The professor got all glitchy and we find the entrance to the main lab. But plot twist, there's a second Tron bike, and then Freddy Fazbear jump scared us. Then for some reason a ton of Pokemon try to pull in FBI and surround us. A few battles later we go inside and see the professor, which turned out to be a robot himself. Apparently the real professor died, which took a dark turn. Soon we went down an elevator, and Robo Professor explained that the reason there are dinosaurs and robots everywhere is because they had a hot tub time machine. As we head inside, the Robo Professor asked for that one book that I also forgot to mention earlier. We slam dunked the book into the N64 cartridge slot and everything went crazy. Apparently the Robo Professor was programmed to kill us if we tried to stop the hot tub. So we had an intense battle that ended up with us winning, obviously. It's a video game, we have to win. But no, we didn't win. The others caught up to us and tried to help, but are basically useless. Then for some reason the Robo Professor turned into a McAfee and brought out the second box legendary we met earlier. That son of a gun also locked our Pokeball, so we had to pull out our own Tron bike. They both went Super Saiyan, and a really quick fight later, McAfee was defeated. The Robo Professor then made a super long speech on how, like, they're going into the hot tub and never coming back, blah blah blah. It was really cool. After everything, we walked away into the sunset. Oh, and Ed Sheeran was in the credits. The end.